between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Gone. Flush to us, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 7.
Now it's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs? Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
I got it. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 13. I'll go special. I'll go special.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Draw play. This is Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the curve. 5. Hey, Haywood.
Now gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
36. Match box. Gun.
They run it with Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Zebra. Mike 54. You. Pass him. Mike 5-4.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On first down, it's Carson. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. This is Carson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second and 11 now, Wilson. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Hey, exit. Mike 57, Mike 57.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Taking it about the 16. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here's Carson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Louis. Guys, it's game. Hey, Charlie. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Goff now looks to throw. Completes it to Dixon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw. Gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 5-4. Here we go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Goff on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. 180. 50 seconds to Mike. Tackle. 57. Mike. Cooper. Check Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, Zoo. Night. Harbaugh.
Goff on 3rd down. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. 12. Hey, wahoo!
To the air again. Goff. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On first down, Wilson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
Third and inches.
What? 180. Hardball. You got nothing to do. DC.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett.
Get ready.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Keep it up, guys. 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 23.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
59, Mark, 59.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Dixon complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Got it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
From the gun, Wilson. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, gone. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw, gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now it's gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Throwing is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.